Panama Jack, red zone situational play calling has got to get better. Completely agree. I agree. And I don't know at what point you joined us, Panama Jack. We talked about, that first series and going back, one of Mike Norvell's, I feel like, signature plays is that end around to Pittman. I feel like he tries that every single time we get inside the 5-yard line. And I don't understand it. Yeah, you're not crazy, Evan. Let's see, DJ. Look how competitive the Atlantic is this year. Yeah, the Atlantic has been very good. I've been impressed with the Atlantic, and obviously, Louisville, kind of bouncing back from some of their bad games, and Malik coming back, I think has definitely improved it. You said look at the standings. I'm trying to think of who would be. Let's see. Yeah, so forgot Boston College, but yeah, you got Clemson 8-0, Syracuse 6-2, Florida State 5-3, Louisville 5-3, NC State 6-2, Wake Forest 6-2, and Boston College 2-6. So those top 6 teams, that has definitely been a big improvement over the last couple of years. And yes, we are number 3. But but then you've got the Jekyll and Hyde half of the conference. The Coastal, man, that is just a bad division, and it looks like North Carolina's down right now. But you do have North Carolina at the time or right now 6-1, and then Duke 5-3. Then you got Miami 4-4. Obviously one of those losses being the Middle Tennessee State. And about to maybe be 1, 2, 3-5 Texas A&M, and then Georgia Tech's 3-5. Not sure how Duke lost to them. Pitt 4-3, Virginia Tech 2-6, then Virginia 3-5. I don't know what's going on with that conference. Or sorry, that division of the conference. Hopefully they will get better. I definitely think that adds to the argument of doing what the Pac-12 has done and doing away with the divisions when it comes to the conference championship and letting the top 2 teams play, because right now we would be in contention and have that opportunity possibly. I guess, well, you'd need 2 more losses from Wake Forest because they would have the tiebreaker and 2 more from NC State, but there'd be an outside chance there. I agree, Panama Jack. I definitely think we can beat Syracuse. In fact, I think we should beat Syracuse. Syracuse was the team that we broke the losing streak with last year. 0-4, trying to fight it from being 0-5. It was not the prettiest game. Schrader definitely scrambled on us quite a bit, kept us on our toes. We had the lead, kind of back to what Irvin was talking a little bit about. Some of the bend, don't break, Fuller defense and the let's try not to lose made it a lot closer than it should have been. But I think we should beat that team. I agree, Angelo. The NC State game, there's no way we should have lost that game. The inconsistency has hurt us this year. I still am one, and I wish I could have gotten on here in the Clemson game. I was supposed to do this for NC State and then Clemson, and it was sick. But the NC State, the Clemson game, as much as NC State pissed me off, I really felt like we should have won that Clemson game. And, one of the biggest things that we could not do for whatever reason that Syracuse was able to do to them was make DJ have to do, things outside of his capabilities, make him play under pressure, which he cannot do, part of why he got benched last week. I know Dabo says he's still the guy. I'll be interested to see if that's the case, but we allowed him to stay comfortable. We allowed him to just, I was getting so sick of that. He just would take 2 or 3 steps and it was just a little just swing pass. We didn't. I would like to know. I haven't gone back and looked, but I don't even know if he attempted more than 3 or 4 passes past 10 yards. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to make this too much about that Clemson game, but I just saying that in reference to Angelo and DJ that we shouldn't have lost 3 in a row, and I agree that we should be 7-1. But I guess that's part of the process. You see teams right now like Tennessee, and you kind of hope that this is maybe our 2021, and then maybe next year could be that breakout year. But I'm not saying that's going to be 10-3 or 9-4, including a bowl. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say I as a fan would be satisfied with that. I'm with you that I think we should be 7-1, and I don't see why we should lose another game. Now, obviously, just like last year, I thought we were better than Florida last year. I think we're better than Florida this year. There's no denying that Richardson is a freak athlete. But I think that we should beat Florida. We obviously should beat Louisiana. I think that should be a definite win. No reason we shouldn't beat Syracuse or Miami. I guess of those games, which ones are you guys most worried about? Absolutely, DJ. I mean, we did the one thing you could not do against DJ, or and that was allow him to be comfortable, because we've seen the last 2 years when he's not comfortable, when he's pressured, he does not look good. Absolutely, Angelo. There's no reason. I mean, I don't know what point you got on here on the video, but I said earlier that with the Syracuse and the Miami games coming up, really all 4 of those games, I think the only one that really should be able to beat us in those 4 games is ourselves. I don't think any of those 4 teams should beat us. Now if we pull some of the garbage we did today, trying to get cute and fumbling on the 1 yard line and then running it back 60, 65 yards, you do that to a team like Miami that's going to be a little more amped than they probably have been. The in-state rival, the hatred there. I don't want to see what could actually happen, continuing to give a team like that opportunities, that wants to beat you and that has kind of been teetering on this. Are they about to quit for the season or are they not?